everyone, my name is Dr. Stacy Morris. I work in Phoenix, Arizona, United States, and I am a doctor of physical therapy, and I'm also a strength and performance coach, also a weightlifting coach and a weightlifter myself. I was a gymnast for 18 years, and I'm also a FRC mobility specialist. So I do a ton of mobility stuff, and I'm here to talk to you about mobility. So first off, I want to talk about the difference between passive and active mobility. So passive mobility, let's just do the shoulder joint for instance, is here, right? Now if we get on your stomach and now you have to fight gravity, maybe you can only get up to here, okay? So the difference between here and here is the gap between your active and your passive mobility. Now the strategies that we're gonna go over are how to improve your active mobility, because a lot of people have a ton of passive mobility, but they don't know how to control that mobility that they have, which in turn may cause, we can't really determine if it for sure will cause, but it may definitely cause an injury in the future. So we just want to close that gap, learn how to control your mobility, and in turn that will help improve the strength and the function of the joint. Second thing I want to go over is in school I was taught that there was a normal range of motion for each joint, okay? For instance, the shoulder is about 180 degrees is normal range of motion. Now, normal was different than functional range of motion because we were taught that someone can only have 165 degrees and they can still function normally. So for someone that's had lots of shoulder injuries in the past, maybe they can only get to 165 degrees as their passive mobility, which that's still considered functional. If you were taught those things too, I want you to forget about everything that you've been taught and let's just kind of go back to the basics. And the basics are, what is your passive mobility? What is your active mobility? Identify the large gaps in any joint in the body and work on improving that. So I'm going to take you through different ways to assess your passive mobility, your active mobility, and then ways to improve the active mobility of all the major joints in the body that I commonly see that are restricted. Let's get started. Okay.